Hi, I'm Mr. Jim from the Richmond Art Center. I know some of you from my time in the community sharing what I know about making art. Now I'm sharing from my home, where I have this little space under the house. I hope you have a little space you can use too, maybe at the kitchen table or maybe in your bedroom, a place where you can have fun and be yourself. Today I'd like to share how to make puppets for your hand. Hi,
Hello,
what's your name?
silly.
Silly. That's funny. Is that really your name, Silly?
Yes, don't make fun of it.
So silly. Where did you come from?
You made me.
Huh. Of course, yes, I made you. So,
Mr. Dew,
yes.
why do people make puppets?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's ask. Do you guys know why people make puppets? Well, one reason is they're great for telling stories.
Oh, yes, I would love to tell a story.
Well, let's learn more. One form of puppetry that's been around for thousands of years is shadow puppets. I just happen to have this puppet from Indonesia. Maybe he'll tell us a story. Lakshmana is the brother of Rama. Rama is the main character in the epic Hindu story, the Ramayana. The first puppet I want to show you is a drawn puppet. To make this, you need a light colored sock and some colored pins. Find a sock you have permission to write on, a sock that will not be used again as a sock. First, put the sock on your hand and play with it to find its personality. Then mark a place for the eyes. Find the knuckles on your hand and mark knuckles close to the front of your second and fourth fingers. Take the sock off your hand and go ahead and draw eyes where you made marks. I'm drawing circles for the iris and ovals for the surrounding lids. Then I added lashes and some color. Draw your eyes any way that is fun for you. Now turn the sock over, draw an oval from the top of the toe. Now mark the halfway point on the oval. You can add a tongue on the lower half. Fill in the surrounding mouth and then put a color in the tongue. Put your sock on now and give your puppet a voice. Hello, 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 hello. Hi there. What we'll do,
Mr. Jim,
yes.
well, why did you make me?
Oh, why did I make you? Well, let's look. We were going through the house and I found this puppet. I thought, wow, this is so simple. I would love to share this with my students. I thought to myself, look how simple that is. A sock, just an old sock, and some cloth. But I also thought, gosh, I don't have everything here. I don't have like this green fuzzy ball. I don't have a fuzzy sock. And I don't have googly eyes. So what am I going to do? I thought, let's look around the house and see what we can find. As you get started, here are the kind of things to look for. If you don't have all these materials, that's fine. Just find out what you have. You'll want a sock, maybe more than one sock, or something with stretchy sleeve or a leg. These will be clothes you have permission to use and that it's okay to destroy, since you won't be using them again as clothes after this. Also look for some fabric scraps, a bit of heavy paper or light cardboard, drink container tops, milk jug tops work well. What other tops can you find? Buttons, the size of a small olive or a large raisin, clear plastic packaging, colored paper or dark plastic packaging. What materials did you find around the house? Play with those materials and see what starts to show personality. Before you get started, you'll also need these materials. Glue, liquid glue works fine. Just give yourself time for it to dry. Scissors, colored felt pens, staples, paper clips are helpful to hold things in place while you wait for the glue to dry.
So, Mr. Jim, what am I made out of?
Let's look in a mirror and see what we can see.
There, I could see. Looks like milk jug eyes.
Milk jug, milk jug top.
And I see a button, two buttons.
Yeah, you have two buttons for iris in your eye. And what else?
Oh, that looks like a drawing in my mouth.
Yes, that's a drawing. That's drawn on a card, index card.
Oh,
Now let's make a puppet with our found materials. You can put your materials right on top of your drawn puppet, or if you have one, start with another sock. As we get started, put the sock on your hand and get a feeling for whatever personality the sock has. Can you see it talk? Can you see where the eyes might be? Are they forward or further back? Find two spots for the eyes on the knuckles of your second and fourth fingers. Decide what knuckles to place them on and make a mark. Use a pen if you have a light colored sock. A paper clip you can use to mark a darker sock. Now let's develop the mouth. I will show you how to make a 2-inch mouth and then give you several options for eyes. To create the mouth, I will draw and cut a 2-inch circle. You can use paper or fabric for this. First I mark my circle, then I cut it out. Cut out 2 circles the same size. Let's look at where the mouth will go. I'll put mine right at the underside of the toe. I'm putting plastic on the inside to protect my sock from glue. Now glue the mouth, paper or fabric, to the outside of the sock. Let the glue dry for a half an hour. While that's drying, let's glue some eyes. Use my examples as inspiration and then make a puppet however you want with materials that you have. 2 buttons glued right on the sock. Drawing eyes on paper inserted into beverage tops. Screw lids glued into milk jug tops. and drawn eyes. We did some drawn eyes together before. If you have a flat, clear container, 2 beverage tops, and 2 buttons, you can make googly eyes. Let's spend a little more time looking at how to do the googly eyes. First, let's trace and cut circles out of clear plastic. I want to measure the size of my circles by tracing right over the inside of the bottle top. I cut these out and fit them to the top of the bottle cap. Find 2 buttons about half the size of the bottle caps. If you don't have buttons to use, try cutting circles out of black plastic or black paper. Put a little glue around the top edge. Place your button or circles into the bottle cap and place the clear plastic on top. Do this for both eyes. Find a safe place for these to dry and continue with the mouth on your puppet. When you return, reverse the sock. Put glue on the second mouth and glue it on the inside of the sock, right over the mouth you glued already. Fabric or paper on the inside provides some additional stiffness for the mouth. Let that dry as well. Now let's glue on the eyes. No matter what kind of eyes you made, let's do that now. Here I'm placing googly eyes on the marks I made earlier. Put some plastic on the inside of the sock to protect the inside from getting glued together. Put glue on the eyes, then set them in place and let them dry overnight. Okay, let these dry overnight and they're done. Okay, these have dried overnight. Now, look, they're done. Let's take a look. Start working on some stories. Here are some questions you can ask yourself.